Hi there, my name's Rachel. I work for Mindful Therapies. I teach mindfulness. I'm a psychotherapist. I'm a cat mum, and I'm a human living in a pandemic. I'm going to be releasing daily musings and videos, essentially, containing my thoughts and tips and little meditations and things like that every day during the second lockdown of 2020 in England. Today, for me, it is Monday the 9th of November. And so we're just entering into the beginning of the second, well, halfway through the first week, beginning of the second week, depending on how you look at it, because we went into lockdown on Thursday. So the first full week, I suppose. Gets very confusing when things start on a Thursday. And I just wanted to share a little bit about appreciating the little things in life. So I went for a walk yesterday and I saw a robin. That was rather lovely. And one of the lovely little things in life that I appreciate is a cup of tea. So I wanted to share a little bit about mindful drinking. I might do a mindful eating at some point as well. So mindful drinking essentially is, how would we normally have a cup of tea? We might look forward to it. We might make a cup of tea. Maybe it's in our tea break at work, even if we're working from home, but whatever. We have a break. We make a cup of tea and we get distracted by something else and suddenly it goes cold. Or I very rarely do that because nothing can turn me away from a cup of tea. I'm more likely to drink it so quickly that I don't even notice it. And then I'm like, oh, where's my cup of tea? Oh, it's gone. So mindful drinking is about pausing long enough to actually experience whatever it is that you're drinking. So you might like to just watch along and try this later, or you might want to pause and go and get yourself a cuppa. Herbal tea is quite good for this, but herbal tea, regular tea, coffee, hot chocolate, whatever you choose, grab something, bring it back. And then, first of all, just look at it. So look at the cup. So my cup's got a cat on it. You might look at the liquid. See if there's any bubbles where it's been stirred. Maybe you notice if it captures the light and if you can see like reflection. Maybe you can see steam rising from it. Notice how the cup feels. Maybe it feels slightly too hot to touch. Maybe it feels pleasantly warm. Maybe the cup feels quite smooth. Maybe it feels like there's little ridges, little bumps somewhere where it's slightly imperfect. Notice if your cup makes a noise, if you just tap your nails against it. Maybe different parts of the cup make different sounds. So at the top where there isn't any liquid compared with nearer the bottom where there's lots of tea, makes a slightly different noise. Notice if it has a smell. So tea doesn't have a strong smell. If you've got something herbal, or maybe if you've got a coffee, you'll notice more of a smell. But what I do notice is the feeling of the steam rising and hitting my nostrils. So then noticing the taste. And maybe noticing how it feels as the warmth goes down your throat. Maybe how far you can feel the warmth. So take 5 minutes. Take long enough to actually experience this sensory experience of a cuppa. give yourself permission to not multitask, to step out of autopilot, and to appreciate something simple. You might also, I think one of the big things at the moment is feeling kind of disconnected. We are on our own, a lot of us, or we're in our bubbles, or we're in our households. And so it can feel a little bit like we're disconnected from the world. And yet, how many people are involved in giving me this cup of tea? So the mug, for me, the mug was a gift. So that's a connection to another person. And somebody will have made the mug. Somebody will have packaged the mug. Somebody will have sold the mug. Then we've got the tea bags, the tea growers. We've got, so this has got soya milk in it, so I don't know how soy milk's made, but soybeans, people growing the soybeans, people doing whatever you do to make a bean into milk. Lots of squishing, I imagine. You've got shopkeepers, lorry drivers, all of these different people and processes that enable this moment to happen. And then all of the technological processes that enable me to share it online. And I think we need those little reflections just to remind us that we're not alone. So try it yourself. Try it with something that you're eating or drinking. You could even have a mindful walk or a mindful shower. A mindful something. Enjoy. And remember, you're not alone.